Thank you, Trent. I appreciate your report. And now here's Paul Kiska of News Channel 5 joining me right now. Paul is on the west side of the Cuyahoga River, where a squall left some suburbs with a half a foot of snow in a short period of time. Right, Paul?
Well, that's exactly right, Leon. This was a stealth secret attack by Mother Nature coming in off of Lake Erie just after midnight. There's the culprit. We rely on that Great Lake for beauty and water, and sometimes lake effect snow. Usually east, this time west. Here's a side street in Lakewood. This is Maple Cliff off of Lake Road. You can see it's still very snow covered and slushy, although an improvement since this morning. Schools closed, side roads snow-packed and deserted. I-90 traffic crawling. Welcome to the snow belt west.
I went slower, but I did give myself a little bit of extra time.
Janine Steffen drove from Strongsville to Rocky River for work. As she drove north, the driving conditions and weather
Got a lot worse. Strongsville didn't get hit as hard.
Yeah, usually this is snow band and, east side stuff, but kind of caught us off guard, but, we got to be ready.
Ballas Builders plows busy clearing half a foot of snow overnight. John Ballas' job made even tougher by strong winds and frigid temperatures.
When it's cold like this, the salt's not as effective, so it's a little slick under there.
The heavy snow started falling after midnight in Lakewood, Rocky River, Fairview Park, and Cleveland's west side. But in Lorain, just green grass as the snow piled up in western Cuyahoga County.
It depends on the year. Some years we'll get 6 or 7 blasts like it, and some years it'll be like last year where we don't get any. It's just the luck of the draw on the wind.
And speaking of that wind, as meteorologist Trent McGill pointed out this morning, it was coming out of the north off Lake Erie, dumping these squalls onto the west side in places like Rocky River. Right now we'll pick up some snow. You see where I am, right by the lake, throw it in the air. It's definitely blowing out of the southwest now, out toward the lake, going that way. So the squalls are definitely shifting, and the sun even poking through. That's the fickleness of this lake effect snow we know so well. Leon, back to you.
The weather can indeed be fickle in this part of the country. Before you get away, my friend Paul Kiska, let me ask you, how are the main roads right now?
Well, that's a good question. Side roads still very slippery and icy. The main roads, gridlock on I-90 all morning, definitely improving here on the west side, even when we get those peaks of sun. Now, our photographer, Paul Brest, just drove in from the east side. He said the roads are still treacherous from Wickliffe to Willoughby downtown. They start to improve, but even that is touch and go.
Paul Kiska handling the snow story for us. We appreciate your report, Paul, and we'll talk with you later. Thank you, Paul. Well, if you have snow in your backyard, send us a photograph. All you have to do is upload photographs to newsnet5.com or email them to 5pics@newsnet5.com to see how it looks where you are.